Have you ever paused in the middle of a busy day, while thoughts bounce like popcorn in your head, and wondered whether the very act of thinking means something important about who you are and whether you truly exist? Long ago, a philosopher named René Descartes stared deeply into his own thoughts and realized that even if everything else felt confusing, the fact that he was thinking proved that someone must be there doing the thinking. The idea "I think, therefore I exist" sounds simple at first, yet it opens a gigantic door to questions about minds, reality, dreams, and whether you could ever doubt your own existence completely. When you think about dragons, homework, jokes, or worries all at once, those thoughts feel like tiny sparks, yet together they form evidence that a thinking self is sitting behind your eyes. Even if the world felt like a video game, a dream, or a strange illusion, the thinking part of you would still be real, because questions cannot float without a questioner. This idea suggests that your thoughts act like a flashlight in the dark, revealing that someone is holding it, even if the rest of the room stays mysterious. Thinking includes wondering, doubting, imagining, hoping, planning, remembering, and even getting confused, which all point back to the same quiet fact that a thinking being is present. When you doubt something, that doubt itself becomes proof of existence, because doubting requires a doubter who is actively doing the doubting. This does not mean thinking makes you important or perfect, but it means thinking shows that you are undeniably there. Even if you pretend everything is fake, the pretending still comes from a real place inside your mind. Some philosophers say thinking is like leaving footprints in the snow of reality, because the footprints prove someone walked there, even if you never see their face. Your thoughts may feel invisible, but they are powerful signals that your mind is awake and alive. Dreams can feel real, movies can fool your senses, and tricks can confuse your eyes, yet thinking stays steady as proof that you exist as a conscious being. This idea becomes especially interesting when you consider how thoughts appear without asking permission, popping into your mind during class, playtime, or bedtime. Sometimes thoughts feel gentle, sometimes chaotic, and sometimes hilarious, but all of them point back to the same thinker. Thinking does not mean knowing everything, because confusion counts as thinking too. Even silly questions help prove existence, because silliness still requires awareness. When your brain imagines impossible things, like flying elephants or talking planets, imagination still shows a thinking mind at work. Some people wonder whether animals think in different ways, and that question itself shows how central thinking is to existence. Descartes did not say "I run, therefore I exist," because you could imagine running in a dream, but thinking cannot disappear even inside the dream. The idea focuses attention inward, reminding us that reality begins inside awareness. Thinking also includes feelings, because emotions often arrive wrapped in thoughts that say "I'm happy," "I'm nervous," or "I'm curious." Those inner voices confirm that there is an inner listener. Even when your thoughts argue with each other, the argument still needs a place to happen. That place is you. Some philosophers later asked whether thinking alone is enough, or whether experiences and actions matter too. These questions show how one idea can grow into many branches. For kids, this idea can feel like discovering that your brain has a secret mirror reflecting itself. Thinking about thinking feels strange, funny, and powerful at the same time. It turns ordinary thoughts into clues about existence. You do not have to solve all the mysteries to enjoy the idea. Just noticing your own thoughts can be enough to feel amazed. When you say "I think," you quietly announce "I am here." That realization can feel comforting during confusing moments. It reminds you that even when things feel uncertain, your thinking self is solid. Thinking becomes a quiet anchor in a noisy world. Your mind may wander, but existence stays present. By noticing your thoughts, you notice yourself. That awareness can grow stronger over time. Philosophy often begins with simple ideas that grow huge. "I think, therefore I exist" is one of those ideas. It invites curiosity instead of fear. It encourages questions instead of silence. It reminds you that your inner world matters. Your thoughts are not just noise, they are proof. And as long as thinking continues, existence keeps whispering, "I am here."